Hello, hello, and yeah, we left this one till the 11th hour. I literally had to check, so you might have seen me on my channel, check that I indeed have not streamed today. Uh, but yeah, it's gonna be a super short one because I I need to sleep before my shift starts. Shift being me carrying baby. But alas, we had to come and do. We had to turn up, and thank God that we did. We remembered last minute. I was like about to fall asleep, and then it just occurred to me like, yo, you haven't done you haven't done your thing today. So let's go. Um, so yesterday we worked on this update. We created this update function that takes an event. Um, we created an element with the event.target. Okay. Because the change event is triggering on an input element. The element will have a value property that represents a current value. We'll assign the value property of the element to a new value called one use dot replace to remove all white space. Okay. So we're saying that the target. So I think that's not how to use it. I'm definitely sure that's not how to use it. So we're gonna search for it. It's things like these that become valuable. So, first space, regular expression. This is it. That's what I needed. Thank you very much. So I needed to remove all white space and replace it with that. Cool. Not include the ID of the element. Does not include. Sorry, so what I just did there was I'm supposed to be checking that the value of the element does not include its ID. And so I know that there's a method that I probably need to use that checks for a part of a string. And so that's literally what I typed in. Check for, what did I type in? Let me show you. Check for part of a string. Now we've done this before where we've used AI to suggest certain things. Here we're just going with a Google search because it works. So it gets you what you want, or at least you start to find stuff which maybe gives you ideas, gets you started. So there's the includes, which you can use JavaScript include to check whether a string contains a substring. This will return true if the substring is found, or false if not. So now see something like this. I don't know if this will return true if they wrote AM, for instance. Oh, okay. So what I did here was I said, so we know that include. So I was trying it because I wasn't sure if it would replace true, return true if it was part of a word. But the way I was thinking about it is, if it does like a search, it's just comparing the whole string, isn't it? So I don't think it cares about sort of spaces in between, which it turns out it doesn't. So I said, if value, so the string value includes the element ID, then this returns true. What I want to do is make sure that it doesn't, and so this resolves to true if this becomes false, because then it's like this is not true, which is what we want, and then it resolves to true. And so if it does not include value, or if this is not true, then so that's what this exclamation mark at the front is doing. Alright, guys, I'm gonna call it because I really need to be sleeping. This is tomorrow I'll make sure I do a proper show up, but at least I turned up for something. So thank you guys for joining me. And yeah, show up, man. Keep turning up, even if you remember at the 11th hour, literally at the 11th hour, show up. Alright, guys. We're gonna call it there.